Hi, Ma'am and Sir. This is the group of Alvijor, which are Alaban, Belio, Jose, and Riponte, and we're presenting our slideshow presentation, the RiSys irrigation system, a mobile irrigation system with scheduler using Internet of Things. Capstone 2, final defense. Capstone 2 project, final defense and system deployment. Instructor Miss Janet M. Claro, MIT, by Arnec S. Riponte, Gerald Jose, Joelyn Alaban, and yours truly, Mark Belio. The next slide, we're heading to the table of contents. The 1, introduction. The number 2, statement of the problem. The number 3, the objectives of the study. The number 4, the scope and limitation. And the 5, project design and methodology. And the last is the recommendation as for our team. Introduction. As you can see, there's a picture to our clients, which is sweep irrigators in LINOAN. Davao de Oro was one of the region's leading agriculture players. As you can see, Davao de Oro was a landscape and full of crops like banana, and particularly for the rice. And it has 30.15% of the region's land area is agricultural, and mostly grows rice, corns, and bananas. Our clients, which is Sweep 1 LINOAN irrigators and Proctor's LINOAN Montevista Davao de Oro, most farmers depend on the Sweep 1 LINOAN irrigators to water their rice fields and guarantee excellent crop output. And it has a 15 to 55 hectares during rainy season can be covered by Sweep 1 irrigators. And if you could ask, where's the proof of evidence that there's a 55 hectares of the areas about the rice fields, and we're proving that. And the next one is less than 15 hectares during dry season. The Sweep 1 irrigators or Sweep 1 irrigators can watering rice farms, and it is because it relies on the rainy season or the water about the rain. It relies in rain because SWIP means Small Water Impounding Project. And IoT, which is one of the fourth generation industrial revolution. It is the best recommendation for adapting the development of the agriculture sector, since the world has vastly approaching digital transformation. And by using this technology, adapting the agricultural technology and adapting to the new era, as to easy to fasten the implementation, like for transferring the um, manual presentation or manual systematized of the said association which we've conducted
study. So we proceed in the statement of the problem. During our conducting a study, the client that we survey and interview is Mr. Joel Hara, the president of SWIP 1 LINOAN Irrigators. And the one of the main problem that we
that we've encountered
is
uh,
the
upon the interviewing Mr. Joel Hara, the president, is
no proper monitoring for water scheduling,
right, Ma'am Sir. And as you can see, no proper monitoring for watering scheduling. Primarily, most of the time, by for having this kind of agricultural land preparation, both parties, which is the farmers and the other farmers, having a quarrel. It's because of the reason about the a proper monitoring for a no proper monitoring for water scheduling, and it's because sometimes the one who um, or already had a water, um, and the next person who wanted to get also a water for his paddies, rice paddies, uh, couldn't give a water. It is because somebody or someone uh, hold the water, like even if his rice areas has full of water and irrigated and all the water exceed, and it is because no proper monitoring. Both parties, particularly, we consider that also the water master would altercation would be altercate for the said problem, that no proper monitoring for the water scheduling. And the proof of uh, references about all of the questions that we've surveyed, as you can see here in our survey questionnaire, by asking them what was the specific problem, and the if they are encountered like something this problem, like something the scenarios, and they answered as you can see in the paper. And if you could see that in our appendices. Also, the next one is,
difficulty in monitoring the water level of the dam,
and this the main or the second uh, problem that the association had, is because when the drought season approaching, the water has limited to distribute for all the farmers around the area, but particularly for the members that they wanted a water for this um, for their rice, as his uh, rice has their rice wanted to grow for the abundance of the harvest. And for difficulty in monitoring the water level of the dam, it is because they have they haven't um, tool to measure the area, and also the water level status of the dam. And as you can see, so our survey questionnaire, they've answered no, and redundantly, as you can see, they've answered no. And if you couldn't see it big, you could go to the appendices, as you see that. And the next one is
no equal distribution of water supply to rice farms.
And lastly, the last problem of the study is no equal distribution of the water supply to the rice farms. And this specific problem is also for the both parties again, for the two farmers, and also and in the middle of the water master. And it is because, for the instance, with example, a farmers the one farmers have enough water, and he have done to schedule his paddy's areas of uh, rice area, and he or she um, greedily the water, he had hold the water to not to jump to the other canal, or to the other um what would say that.
Other rice area.
Yes, yes, to the other rice area. It's because he or she wanted to have enough water for to be able to sustain the um the lifespan of his uh, rice, particularly his rice. And as you can see, there is a survey questionnaire about it, and also as you could see into the appendices. The next one is the objective of the study. This is the solution, particularly for developing a application, and what was the solution for those kind of problems, the three major problems, which is the no proper monitoring for the water scheduling. The second one is the difficulty to monitor the water status of the dam, and lastly, for the no equal distribution of water. And the the main goal for the proponent for the proponent uh, is is to develop a system that can set a water schedule for irrigation and save into the application as history report. And yes, as you can see, we wanted to make a repository for all the water scheduling for the association, even if the association is small. But we wanted that the association fairly what we call this, fairly um, managed, like something that fairly managed, and both parties, the farmers and the association. And as you've noticed, the application could set a schedule for the irrigation as a proper way, or the irrigation as a a reason for the fairness. And it is because mandated, or it is because set to the application. And that was, and if the application not executed or something like that, the the water irrigation or the water schedule would be a history report. The next one is, this is our the past
Our prototype
yes,
design.
our prototype design
The
for the past.
application.
Yes, and as you can see, there is a watering schedule, a home schedule, water control, like something like that.
And the water control to be able to control the devices
Yes,
in the miniature dam.
and as you can see, this is the category.
Also, as you can see water flow rate, water scheduling, and watering reports. This prototype design is can we develop in the our application, which called the water water reports and water scheduling.
Yes. The next one is to develop a system that can monitor the dam's water level. And for the problem statement number two, which is the difficulty to monitor the water level of the dam, and this is the solution for the specific problem. By implementing those kinds of device, put it in our little miniature, uh, we can assure that the water level status would be real time, and we would be real time. And for that in case of that, we could say that the farmers, particularly the farmers in the member of the association, would know if there is a water for this day, or not enough water, as the water status is low, like something like that. And this is our past UI, or user interface, for the water dam level. The next one is to develop a system that can measure the body's area's consumption of water. And the problem statement number three, which is the no equal distribution of water, and this is the solution for the specific problem. Uh, we've used also a device to 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 get the outflow of the water goes out from the dam, and it could be a set of the what we call this. It could be a set also for the water schedule, and it depends on the area that the farmer has. And these are the user interface of the said objectives. So we're gonna jump to scope and limitation.
Scope limitation. The study will deploy a mobile-based platform. The study will be covering the Purok 3 at Purok 3A rice farm. The study will be covering the 50 to 55 hectares. The study will be intended for the members of the association.
All right. These are the four scope and the limitations.
The limitation is the study will only creating
Miniature.
a miniature prototype design. The study will only be creating the miniature prototype design. The study will be used of Firebase for database as real-time. The study will be intended for the members of the association. The study will be used for IoT or Internet of Things, which are the Nodimco, microservo motors, and water level sensor, flow rate sensor, and AC converter.
And for the next one, the project design and methodology, we're gonna jump to our video for implementing the application, or the mobile application that we've made for you, ma'am and sir. Good afternoon, ma'am. We are the rice irrigation system or RiSys, and this is our prototype miniature dam. And I'm Mark C. Belio.
Lumilin Anahan.
I'm Arnick Reponte.
I'm Gerald Jose.
And for the implementation of the app that we've made by Gerald Jose.
And this is our miniature dam. And there are many devices that we installed in it. So to name this is the micro servo motor main gate, and this is the
Plastic that
can control the water flow, and this is the water level sensor to measure the water level status of the dam,
yes,
and this is the node MCU. This is the connection to our database, and
yes, or the main brain.
and this is to able to connect in our application.
And also to get a
This is
data.
the ECDC converter to convert the
Electricity.
into a 5 volt output, and this is the flow rate sensor to measure the outflow of the water that goes out in this dam, and this is the micro servo gate 1, and this is the micro servo gate 2, and this is the micro servo gate 3, and these are the two blocks that this is to be able to fill the water by application. So in our application, this is the application, the RiSys, rice irrigation system, and you need to log in to be able to see the dashboard. So log in successfully, and this is the dashboard of our app, and this is the items to be able to manage the application and the system and the devices in the miniature dam. And to be able to control the devices is you click the water control and monitor, and we try to test if the micro servo is connected in this application. So we try to open the gate 1. This is the gate 1. So the gate 1 is open.
The gate 1, it worked.
Click close. The gate 1 is closed. And gate 2. So the gate 2 is open.
Also it worked.
And close. The gate 2 is closed. In gate 3, click open. So the gate 3 is open. Click close. The gate 3 is closed. So to be able to measure the flow rate sensor, we have the scheduling in the dashboard. We go to the navigation and click the water schedule. So to be able to see the water schedule and click this add. And also to be able to monitor the water level status, as you can see, the water level is high. As you can see in this dam, the water is also the water measure is
The water is
6 to 8 centimeter. So if this water goes down, the water level status is normal.
low.
So we go to the water schedule. So click add schedule. name of the farmers, area we try, sample is 1 hectares,
1 hectare.
and date to be executed, and time for 20 and 1000 ml, and the main gate and gate 1 to be open. So as you can see in this page, the farmer 42 is not yet execute because it has a 1 minute delay, and to be able to execute it in 422. So as you can see, the farmer 42 is executed. So let's see the in our miniature dam. So this is the gate 1, and this is the rice area that the farmer is seated to be
Or schedule to be irrigated. And as you can see, the flow rate sensor.
so it has automatically off because the water output, the water trigger to that seated is 1000 ml, and in 1000 ml this is the 1000 ml can
Volume of water,
volume of water that
the 1000 ml, and
yeah.
in the next block part,
So this is the gate 2. We try to schedule it. And the sample is 2 hectares. 2 hectares. The time is 4. Try to open in 4:24. The 2000 is equivalent to 2000 ml. And get to click save.
and we're going to wait in a minute to execute the water schedule.
So let's wait for 4:25 to be executed.
So a little bit of waiting.
So the schedule is executed. As you can see, the gate 2 is irrigated.
Alright, as you can see in the gate 2 has a plenty of water to its paddy area.
So as you can see, the liquid output quantity is not yet to complete the 2 liters or 2000 ml, and not yet close the control and monitor. So So in this test is the output liquid quantity is not in the gate 2 is not able to complete the 2 liters, because in our water level in the dam,
The
as you can see, in the water level status is low.
yes,
It is because it cannot
it couldn't provide the
To-
exact amount of water. It's because of not enough
water.
water to supply
Yeah.
the area of the rice paddy, and therefore
We try
we try to get the
water to fill it with water to be able to complete the 2 liters or 2000 ml.
alright. As you can see, our block is filled full of water. And as you've noticed here in the dam has no water, and we're gonna get a water to fill. And as you can see, this is a 1 liter bottle of the Pepsi, and as the accuracy for our device, as to compare the consumption, we're gonna implement this bottle. We're gonna implement a 1 liter of water, which is equivalent to 1000 ml. And if this bottle will fill of water, and therefore we conclude as the proponent that our device was
So we try
the
to
objectives.
add more waters to be able to complete the 2 liters of water.
Alright.
So the flow rate is running. This because it has water to provide the black toe. So
Alright, as you can see, the dam main gate was closed because it hit the amount of the water consumption of the said rice area, and as you can see, the rice area was
2006 liter.
2000.06, right? And therefore we conclude the existing water of the said schedule. It is because the systematically for the internet that we've used, if either strong or weak, and now we're using a modem which is prepaid data, had a prepaid data, and now we're gonna testing this to filled with 1 liter or 1000 ml, and we've used to schedule as a farmer number 43, I think.
As you can see, this is the history of our app. In 42, it has a 1000 ml output liquid quantity. So this is the 1000 ml of liquid quantity. And in farmer 43, it has a 2000 ml. As you can see, this is the 2000 ml.
And as you can see, ma'am and sir, this is not the same. The area, this area was bigger than in the right side,
Yeah.
in the left side. And the next one part, the bottle, for the accuracy, put a schedule and set to 1000, and we gonna follow this.
So we try to open the gate 1.
Right, for the nag-schedule na ka? Schedule na ka? Pag schedule 1,000.
And to measure this, we go to pump to measure the water level. We get to
We transfer the water.
be able to measure the water outflow.
Sige to.
Yan sa laki ng grinana ang sabi ano. Matanggan. Oh, yagot.
to man. Ang patilya, wala na. Dito. To compare with the bottle, ito lang part. We're gonna fill this 1000 ml of the Pepsi bottle to see the accuracy. Alright, as you can see, and no heavy water, and therefore, as the proponent of
Is
the
said-
application, it was accurately,
And sometimes, due to exceeded water because of the internet,
yes, the reason and primarily the factor for this application is the
it is the
Internet.
limitation for the internet that has a latency to be able to automatically off the devices.
yes. So that was all, ma'am and sir, and have a great day ahead. God bless. Bye bye.
Please